anytime that there was a customer complaint about something's not right with the order or something was missing, it seemed like, and at the very beginning when I came on board full time, that it was up to dad or me to solve the problem every time. And it happened enough times that I realized that, okay, obviously we don't have a system around this, a system about what to do when something goes wrong with the drop-off laundry order. And we, without a system, you're not able to teach the attendants how to handle it like the owner would. And so that was probably one of my biggest contributions, was designing and training the team on that, disaster recovery, or whatever you want to call it, problem resolution, conflict resolution. One of the big ones being, if the order of operations is, if at all possible, redo the order. And if that's not available, then offer them store credit. And if that's not available, then, give them a cash or credit card refund if that's more appropriate. And if none of those apply, then actually offering the retail value of the item that was lost or damaged. So kind of drilling into their heads about, that's kind of the order of operations, if at all possible. And then beyond that, if the problem is solved for less than $50 for drop-off laundry order, then just take care of it. Just do it. Just solve it. Yeah. If it's, at their discretion.
Obviously, what's the mindset behind that? What's the mindset behind the 50? I know it's a random, arbitrary number, but what's the mindset behind that from a business perspective?
Yeah. The idea is, when the customer's in the store and they're bringing a complaint to the attendant who's there, they're wearing the uniform. We wear these blue vests in our stores with the name tag and all that. When they're talking to the attendant, that attendant represents the company. They are Liberty Laundry. The customer doesn't give a hoot who the Hendersons are or who the management is or anything like that. They're talking to an attendant that represents that store. They've brought what they feel is a very legitimate complaint to this attendant. They've spelled it all out. Here's all the details. And if the attendant then responds with, I don't know, then you've just dropped the ball. And all that work you've done on your branding, on your customer service and everything, if the attendant does not then have the authority to assist the customer, or have that mentality of, I don't know, but I'll find out for you, then you've just dropped the ball. And we need that trust. Drop-off laundry service, and your self-service too, is very much dependent on that trust of your customers, that you're going to do right by them. Even if something goes wrong, you need to really just drill it into them that you're going to take care of it. And so the $50 amount, there actually is some reasoning behind it, but the advantage of when the attendant has the authority to take care of it, they know that they've got the trust of their management, that they're going to handle it right, assuming the attendant then documents everything afterwards, then there's a lot more satisfaction in the job for the attendants too, because they know
feel empowered.
They feel empowered. They are empowered. They're entrusted. And there's a whole different atmosphere and attitude of the team when you've got that environment of trust and authority too.
I talk a lot about culture in our businesses here in Cincinnati. And even when I'm doing coaching and things like that with people over the country, I talk about empowering our employees. I talk about scalable processes and procedures so we can continue to grow. And we talk about empowering our employees versus micromanaging them. It sounds like you're hitting on all the same things in all the same ways and for all the same reasons, which is why your family is successful.